Still go here. Let's see.
Again, the buyback used here by Radiant, so Pure spending a
Not sure about the
creeping back
buyback by
in, but
Pure,
they're
actually.
Not in shape to keep pushing. And
Yeah, that
Quest
might have
are
been
very
a
happy with this,
time you should
and
just sit
now
out the buyback there.
One more buyback is on
He got a little bit
cooldown here. They're in a
overexcited.
very opportune moment to take a fight.
I understand why he did it, you know, like, but when you use two dooms, you're basically -1 hero anyway, right?
The best target, but
He can't really
pans
help
out in a
though.
minute too.
First time in the whole patch, 10
They
hex.
had this
Holy
layering of
moly.
Lincolns and Lotuses as protection for the bristle, right? But Sanking has Lincolns in backpack.
I gotta do the GH posture a little bit, guys.
You
I
can't
fucking
hold
notice
it,
myself
while holding all the other items
having some
here,
shit ass
and
posture. I'm back now. I'm back.
the initiation was perfect. The Silver Edge came in at the same time as it's done, at the same time as Tiny launched his 3 volley. Tons of damage.
And did I see that correctly? That Bristleback bought a blink dagger just now.
He does have a blink, yeah. So he can blink Abyssal someone. It's not the first time I've seen this in late game. Bristle does get kited a lot, and this give him the
Year
potential
2000?
to get on the back line. There are
That's
some
pretty much been 6-loaded for like forever now. I don't know what he's supposed to buy anymore. Since the Ags on TA is sadly not like a huge power spike for fights or anything. John knew thanks to 4 months, but Quest could consider splitting a bit, you know? The Quest emote is coming soon, guys. 5 minutes left until the 1 hour mark.
Save up a lot of money here
That's
for
when
this,
Quest starts peaking, guys.
Oh, sorry,
That's when they
go
start
with TA
peaking.
still. She has 7,000 gold. Maybe we see another raid.
Guys, so we'll capture Cuckoo some other time, guys. Not now.
That's a lot of money saved up over on the Quest side there.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint.
4 grand for the Tiny. 7.2 you mentioned on the TA.
The lads.
The Jar Copper's got like 6 grand. What's he doing?
Yeah, he's running around with a Ghost Scepter. A
Armfest
Paladin,
is
and
gone.
6 grand. He's gonna go for a surprise hex in this game. He queued it up, bought the entire thing now. Tries to stay out of vision, but he does go under a ward-centric combo here.
What is this weird gyro
as long as
items?
they
Looks
click
like
him, they
he's
should have the information
Hex,
already.
Ghost Scepter, Greaves, a big fucking fruit.
Smoke under that ward as well. So a flurry of pings from
Or
Tundra as
flower.
they
I don't know if
fully
Lotus
understand
fruit,
what's going
Lotus
on
flower.
here.
Shit, I
And
don't even know which one it is
Tundra
anymore.
are behind. That was an 8k net worth swing in their favor due to the Aegis.
He's practicing
So,
English
like,
now. That's funny.
A victory in some regard, money-wise.
Tiny did have 7k gold before. He just bought the relic, so he now bought the full second rapier, 2 rapiers on this Tiny. He's ready to blow people up.
Is he
Free
holding both, or is
Moonshard?
one back
I mean,
in?
not free. He paid for a Moonshard?
This is a full-on crazy mode here.
So
for
hard
this
to get
Tiny.
into the
He wants to
sandstorm.
kill people.
All in
Only the
defense
Lisan
side.
Al Gaib
You
can
know,
initiate
TI
here.
qualifiers.
Dodge all
Knock
those
you
spikes
down
there,
now.
not
They
get
go to
randomly
the
hit.
stage here,
That's
the
not
Red
gonna happen,
Masters.
dude. Not gonna happen.
I want to see him hit a building.
Gonna
man.
conquer
I know
the
he doesn't
desert.
want to go up to a tier 2 tower
Go
right
into the
now, but
sandstorm.
I just want to see the damage.
How is he gonna find it?
It's like 4 hits, 5 hits.
I think maybe 3 hits for a tier 2.
Oh really? Wow.
I mean, it's a lot
Level
of damage.
30. Give me the wisdom rune, guys. I'm almost level
I'm
30.
just underestimating
That's
it.
kind of illegal that he took it, but sure, I guess.
He's hasted up
Maybe his
now.
timing is good enough right
Sprinting
now.
across
Let's
the
see.
map. Ninja Gears definitely.
Wow, this
helping
game is
Quest
shaping up to be
reposition
something.
themselves.
2 rapiers on Tiny. Okay, dude.
See anybody right now, so it's scary to go up. Is Noob gonna find the balls to go for this tower? It would be scary.
And it's been annoying when Tundra on the front foot are being split pushed and side pushed, ghost pushed, whatever you want to call it, by the Chen creeps. And now they're being pushed all 3 lanes, and you're having to
he's going
contend
for
with
some random
all the
trees.
volley.
Oh, they're going in. Doom on Tiny. The 2 rapiers gonna be on the ground. Oh my god, the Tiny with the ginormous blunder. You gotta be kidding me. They blink in, the Roar Sanking. They have to burst him. Nice 4 staff. The Mel Strike Bash. It's enough. They kill him actually. But Thompson has buyback as well. What happened with the rapiers?
Finally, they do get back, so Jakiro
Give me
has
my
one of the
rapiers back. Look at Tiny's
the other.
inventory.
Jakiro has put
First
that
time this past
back to
Jakiro
damage
rapier.
right
Let's
now, but
go.
we wanna see a
It's
Jakiro
actually
do a lot of
good.
damage.
The spell lamp with the
He'll take
Ags and
free,
Netherlands.
25% spell lamp, thank you very much.
Legit.
Hey, he's catching up.
Oh my time. Okay, okay. I need to talk about something. Okay, buy a rapier and Tiny, but 2, and then you frontline. What? Just buy rapier, Daedalus. Like it's almost the same damage. It's really not that much more. Like come on, dude.
Double rapier was costly though, and
That's such a throw by Tiny. I can't believe it.
By the way,
I'm happy to see him in pro games, but I think Bristle off lane is ignored. He is still a great POS 3.
They did nerf him quite a lot. I'm not sure about that anymore. He used to be kind of good. LGD vs Nouns took 90 minutes, huh?
Potential longest match record.
32 more and we beat it.
5 seconds. We're a bit away from that.
Any
but
team can do
you
it this
made the
quest.
call.
Tiny's ramping up
10
another
minutes
rapier.
ago,
Let's
this one
go.
Could drag out and go the distance.
Oh my
I
god.
had a feeling, man. I had a feeling with how quests were in a comfortable spot, but also had the
What
rapier,
can you do,
so they
noob?
didn't want to go out.
2 rapiers was just like, oh.
Double rapier now. Obviously,
I'm sure he regrets that. I'm sure he regrets that. I mean, somebody needs to do the math. On Tiny specifically, 390 base damage. Is a second rapier really much more than a second Daedalus, damage-wise? I feel like it's not even, right? I feel like it's not even that much more.
Don't show until tier 5s are here, then go farm ancients.
Because you go from like 900 damage to 1200, like, bro.
Minute 60.
You have, it's less. It might even be less. Yeah, we might need to do the math on that one. He bought a Midas. I know it looks weird to buy Midas 58 minutes in, but I'll explain to you guys the mindset of a Quest Dotto player. He bought Midas because he's preparing for the neutral creeps at 1 hour, so you can double Midas them. So he's buying it early, so it takes up 2 charges. And Midas gives you guaranteed neutral item.
But it's not the most impactful axis.
He's already planning ahead.
Nowadays. Just swaps it in. Getting ready for minute 60.
They're here many times a day, boys. Many times a day they're here at the 1 hour mark.
He's gonna take it in the end. Oh, we can see a smoke out.
Maybe someone should buy Tiny on Midas or something. I don't know. He needs it more than anybody.
This map is very dark. They've got 1 observer ward on that right side near Dire Ancients, but
this bristle looks scary.
Dire wards on that left side, and a very tight map for Tundra to play in.
It's less damage, but also less risk. Yeah, but how much less? That's the problem. Like, is it even a noticeable amount of less?
He wants to pop that Midas too, but 10 seconds.
If it's like 5-10% less, it's just so whatever.
Is happening here. They have to be ready.
It's cheaper too, right?
Scan them up. Beautiful scan.
Jakiro still last in net worth, even after getting free rapier. Really? I don't know if that's true even.
See what they drop.
Dagon 1 on Beast. I actually think Dagon 5 is a very good 6 slot item. It gives you a shit ton of spell lifesteal and a Lincoln break late game. Ooh, they got Tiny, my rapier buying Tiny without buyback. Oh my god, they stolen war on the... Oh my god, dude. They're gonna lose, huh?
I did not realize Rubik still had roar from the previous.
Let's see what he got.
That primal roar.
He needs 2 items, Pirate's Hat or the Super Desolator. He wants Force Boots, those are also okay. Named after the one-time Forsen started playing Dota and he bought boots on a hero. So they decided to name this item after him. And here comes Roshan.
Who even takes the refresher at this point? Is it Kiro, I guess? But him, you know, you're struggling because you want to carry dust against the TA in these fights as well. Someone has to have the detection.
What can you do?
Everyone's slotted. You've got no room for it.
Book of Shadows is a really strong item by Malik, but I feel like overall I didn't see any Pirate's Hats. No Mirror Shields. Those are 2 items that are kind of broken. Oh my god, Refresher level 25 Jakiro. This guy's about to carry this game. Holy shit. That's scary. Obtains Liquid Frost. What the fuck is Liquid Frost? Why is that a level 25 talent?
Huh? We have a Pirate Hat on the Chen, not the most amazing, but it does give him a ton of gold over time for his team.
Pirate's Hat on Ducalis. Okay, they got 1 Pirate's Hat. That's important for some gold. Okay, here we go. They're going in. They're roaring Rubik. Actually, a good roar, I believe. Is this be a fightable? 9 class buys back. What's the camera doing? Please, cameraman, please! Jesus, guy had a stroke. Malik dead. No buyback on Ducalis. My Kalis is down. Omar gonna die here as well. Does he at least have buyback? Yes, he does. 26 seconds for Tiny, but it's 3v5. It's gonna be tough to fight.
Ages and cheese in the hands of Tundra. They're going straight for tier 4s. Ramses makes a jump onto the TA. He gets sized up in the meantime. Does turn around though.
Oh, Mr. TA 2000. He's Book of Shadowed. I don't know if it's enough though. He's gonna die once here. It's too much. They're overwhelming them. Sanking is making this fight so easy when the number advantage. I don't know. Tiny grief this game. I don't know what to say. What the fuck says Ramses and tips Ducalis. Okay.
Ramses, he did say some stuff about the Kalis earlier.
Real noob indeed. They're flaming Tiny as well.
Pure, don't get involved, man. It's been broken.
Oh boy. Wait, here comes Noob with a vengeance. They killed Pure once? It's no way, it's not happening. GG. They call GG mid-fight. They know once that sandstorm is around them, the sand snakes are gonna start eating them.
And a draw is the result of the series at the end.
1-1, but still feels like a win for Tundra, considering I don't think they were supposed to win this game. I mean, they kind of were, and then they weren't, but yeah. Yeah.
Good sports about it.
Oh, that last, the Tiny play, I can't buy a second rapier and those 2 and insta-press buyback in Rage.
1 minute of that game.
2 rapiers, dude. Why?
Like, oh, hang on a second,
Why would you do this?
Again? Just,
but alright, I mean, GG's. I really think
this kind of game.
they should have been winning fights on Tundra with this tanking anyway. That guy is fucking legit strong at that point in the game. As long as he survives a little bit.
Placing wards, going for Roshan fights. Both teams very deliberate at choosing their moments
class and
very nicely.
Very happy.
There were also some clutch things there towards the very end.
Very happy. We're not getting the despair cam for quests. This doesn't matter much for Tundra this win. I mean, it pretty much secures them upper bracket, so it matters, of course. But it matters way more for Quest. Way more. If they won this game, they would be kind of safe from elimination. Now there's still a chance. Have the other games all finished up also? I'm assuming yes, right?
Good case of Tundra
yes.
linking in with the Rubik and letting him be a target
and
of
this is the
initiation.
Falcons. Falcons was OG on the stream. Oh my heckin' god.
But he kind of took the
we have to watch that one. I'll switch over to that one.
Quest there.
Alcone, Amar versus old mentor and Nemesis Seb.
Yeah, we actually haven't been able to speak to these players since day number 1 when they
group stage. So these are the standings after the first round, guys. Group B. Entity Tundra shared number 1 with 8 and 2. Bet Boom 6th, shared 6th. God damn. And Quest right above them there. So it's gonna be interesting with Quest versus Bet Boom later too, I think.
Tournament favorites. First day was
Beast Coast need to win some games, guys.
You guys have won every single game.
I don't care about materialists. Bet booming eliminated in the groups would be hilarious.
Obviously, like you said, it's been a roller coaster since the beginning. I think usually we don't have expectations coming to tournament, but for some reason we had expectations coming in, which wasn't great. So when the first day we're 0-4, we're kind of rock bottom. Can't do any worse. And with all the games being on stage as well.
Dude, look at their ranks.
I think
it's insane.
We just had to reset mentally and kind of throw away all expectations that we had and just kind of, you know, play free and start from the bottom.
I mean, I know that you guys even treat all of your opponents with respect. Every teammate of yours that I interview says the same thing. So with that, on top of the fact that all the fans also have expectations, does that influence your mental clarity as you go through the pathway, or are you guys just like focused on yourself and winning the games and coming back?
I don't think they're gonna go eliminated though.
I think the external factors obviously do matter, but I think you should try to kind of put them to a minimum and focus inward and focus on your team, focus on yourself, and that because ultimately that's what's important and that's what's going to be winning us the trophy ultimately if we were to do it.
So did you guys make any
don't
quick strategy
stop thinking
pivots,
about winning
or was
though.
it just
Stop
like
thinking about winning, Snaking.
I think we definitely had some strategy pivots. I think in terms of our team play, we realized what we used to do really well, and we realized day 1 we were not doing those things, and the result we were losing. So it was like reality check on reminding ourselves of our fundamentals, so on what we do well and what we need to do again.
That's great. Is it going to be 8 games in a row?
PR train? Yeah,
after the series?
It seems PR train.
I mean, I certainly hope so, but I guess we'll see.
All right, well, thank you for joining me for the interview, and good luck in your match.
Thank you.
Hearing about
hype,
the
boys,
expectations going
Both
out
these
the
teams
windows for
want to win here
Falcons,
for
that's
secure
what they thought
first
was the issue, that
upper
there was
bracket.
a little bit too much pressure that they were placing on themselves, not necessarily from the outside, and now they're just trying to get back to the fundamentals of things that they know has worked
struggling
before
with
and
this
has
PC.
been able to get them those wins. And I wonder how strong that's going to
He's
be
yapping with
coming up
Adams,
against
befriending
OG,
them.
because OG love the run at you strategy. If there's even just a moment of hesitation from Falcons,
nails.
OG will take advantage of it.
Yeah, to the
biting
degree where it looks like they're throwing.
It's Seb.
But then they...
Oh, OG.
Yeah, OG,
like, you know, we saw yesterday they were going through past tier 2 mid tower, and we're like, this is just
so many times we're like they're overcommitting, and it's like, oh, they're team wiping them. Okay, that's interesting. You know, Seb is the guy. He's captain.
I hate when you get like those red here. It hurts so much.
Leadership role on this team, and that is the way that old man Seb likes to play. Run at you.
I think it's also a whisper factor. This guy
how old
has
is Seb,
been
actually? I have
popping
to
off
check.
pretty much in every single
Is
game.
he really that old?
Like his score,
dude, he's,
like,
1 year older than me.
I think he has a bit of a carry mentality as well.
I mean, 1 year and like a few months.
Some of the things that he's
like,
not
that old,
this
okay, guys, relax.
to finish off the game with Mars. We have a good timing.
He's born 92. I thought he was born like 1990
we're gonna go
or
from
something.
there. He does not want to drag out the games. The guy is also probably calling the shots, diving in with the Seb. He's not too afraid, you know, going in these tier 3s, tier 4 towers. But what worries me is that they lost in 14-minute game against Gaming Gladiators.
14 and a half.
Okay, 14 and a half. Those 30 seconds, it does matter.
Retirement home next, guys, I guess.
It really does. I mean, that's why I find OG to be one of the most interesting teams to watch right now is just the fact that it is so black and white for them. They have tied everybody other than Heroic. And Heroic has taken some games off of some good teams here or there, but it's an interesting storyline.
Seb is recruiting me to the Illuminati. I can feel it.
Is very balanced.
Seb has pretty big hands. I don't know if those are Photoshop or not, but those look huge.
How the games are going, and luckily we have a Purge with BZM to give us just that information.
Thanks, I'm here with BZM of OG.
Bazinga M. He never does interviews, actually.
As
it's
time
interesting.
Has gone on, and you've looked especially good in the mid lane. Has something in specific changed?
Yeah, a lot of changes since the TI quals. Also, I don't know why everybody's telling me I'm playing good, because I'm literally not noticing anything different from usual, at least from my perspective. But
everyone's telling you. He is playing good, though.
Well, do you feel confident at least?
Yeah. Me, myself, as a team, we're feeling confident about today and the tournament overall.
Okay. Question about the mid lane. What's the easiest hero
doing
to
the chewing gum
stop
meta,
the mid lane with at the moment? To like really beat your opponent by like 20 CS or something?
If it's a certain matchup, it's probably Monkey King or SF, one of these.
Okay, gotcha. Can you tell me about Sand King mid? It's been getting really popular. You played it a bunch of times in pubs the last week, basically. What do you like about it?
I think Malrine started Sand King shit.
I think everybody stopped playing it because the old facet got nerfed. But the new one's been getting buffed lately, and cool item builds for the hero, and it's just really good hero overall.
All right, and how confident are you feeling in your upcoming matchups since your opponents are very solid?
Matchups, you mean like?
Do you think you're? Well, yeah. Do you think you're gonna win mid, for example?
Well.
Do you think you're gonna win mid?
Current order depends on drafts and the
heroes. Like he's gonna say yeah, and then he gets fucking.
But like, of course,
like I don't
skill
know.
Matters. So
Batrider versus Spectre mid or something.
I cannot say I'm not confident. You know?
All right, good. Happy there's some confidence. Well, thank you for joining me for the interview, and good luck in your match.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. Ember versus Oscar? Yeah, some shit like that. It's more realistic.
BZM, that
oh, the gum chewing.
About the draft, what hero you're going to be able to get for yourself in the mid lane, and if that's going to lean into the confidence.
Oh, this was a funny game. OG versus Gaming. 14-minute GG. This was a sick game yesterday.
And I want to say having one
I love these games that end fast because they're just so like
so
fascinating, you know. When you see two top teams and somehow one team is dominating so hard.
Myself, I can make some excuses for him. The other time that he played the Morph,
I don't want to see them all the time, but like occasionally.
And he went for the strength facet, where I think that's kind of the more typical way of playing Morph mid these days. In that game, he was against Razor, so he
like a
felt
heart
like
attack.
He wanted to go for the agility facet, which is, you know, right click, you can turn to the Razor, steal all the damage, carry the game.
Alright, we should check our Reddit out, guys. I said I would check it before the game started.
Behind at 10 minutes, there's very little.
Put Sand King in the ban list? Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Pub meta might be different.
It was a very different story, as like what happened was we had seen the game in Gladiators do the Monkey King Veno lane cutting shenanigans in a previous series, and then OG came very prepared for it, picked the Carry Weaver as like a way to also punish the lane cutting with the Bat Rider, two very mobile, high move speed, low cooldown heroes. And then this game was just non-stop run and gun. GG was constantly applying the pressure that had won them like 6 of the last 7 games, and OG like passed through it with flying colors. And I just want to say that like I've been very impressed by Ari's performance specifically this tournament, because we've known him as
go check Reddit out now. Let's go.
And then he looks like a very.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Reddito.
Like small select heroes like Hoodwink, like Marcy.
Oh wait, no, maybe. I mean, I loved watching trailers yesterday, but I didn't see any good trailers to watch today. But that was fun yesterday, right? The Gladiator trailer and all that. It was at this moment he knew. Fuck, I don't remember this chess game. Was this the one I played with Puppy? I don't remember. 3-2-2 was left on the clock too. Oh no. Alright, when he took with the pawn. Yeah, that was not good. I remember that. I remember that. Extremely 5 minutes ago. I'll skip the ones that are new. See what we got. This has only 3 upvotes. Ace Esports Beast Mode. We just watched this. Alright, let's see what we got here. Don't forget about our leader, S4 Hate Watcher. Gork, who to invite to my stream? Malaysian Criminal PLD, Vodka Enjoy Arteezy, Gay friend puppy and Vac band Rostic. I wouldn't say gay friend on puppy. Dude, that's risky, bro. That was pretty funny. That's good though. There's definitely dangers finding some people to stream sometimes. I'll say that. I love both of them. Oh wait. Alright, what else we got? Skip party, Q player and have plus 10 game. Pick party, Q2, deny meta and doubling and get level down. That was a good play. For those of you that missed my solo queue the other day. I fucking owned that game. In the draft phase. Be a okay, S4 waking up. Okay, be a good friend to Gorp. Join the hate watchers and rule as their king. S4 waking up every morning. Bro, S4 is not a hate watcher, guys. I don't know where you got this idea. He's a nice guy. He's like the nicest guy. There's no way he's a hate watcher. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Gorp caught red-handed audio. Oh, my face was in the way. Is this an AI song? Oh wow, this guy made a whole ass song. Wait.
Thank you very much. Yes, it is time to get our
This is such an old fucking clip.
Where we're already starting to get some locks right now in the group stage.
That's a real picture.
Entity get their 2-0 against BB team, which means that they are now confirmed for playoffs. We don't know upper bracket or lower.
Oh, I remember this one for the art contest. That was terrible. That was actually terrible. Jesus. Ugh.
That's right. Only a few games left.
The jammer. This must be. Is it an AI song, right?
We had XGWBG go 2-0 against Mouse, and we also had Liquid go 2-0 against Beast Coast. But then, for our third game,
if only the content wasn't so heinous.
And it was a very surprising ending, to be honest, because the second game that they had, they almost lost both games, even though yesterday we mentioned that they haven't.
Why is this picture always haunting me? Ah.
Yeah, Tundra came in looking basically bulletproof, only dropped one game against Liquid, which no shame in that. And then today, they drop a game 1 against Quest.
It's actually catchy though, that's the problem. It's pretty long though. Okay, it's only a little bit more.
Game against Quest. They managed to come back after 60 minutes, equalizing the score. But that's all that's happened backstage.
That was pretty good though, that was pretty good. I'll upvote that. That was pretty good. I mean, it's also absolutely awful, but still pretty good. Corporate needs to find a picture within this picture and this picture. Variety and spamming solo queue. They're the same picture. Variety comes when I pick a different hero. Okay, did we get anything else? Game started, no prediction mods. Chat, Gamba mods, chat. My mods do actually get arrested about that. Rostic talk, Gork my brother. Rostic talking about the game, Rostic talking about Borgirs. That is the content. Okay, I think we caught up to all the posts now for today. Nice guys, nice. Alright, let's go. They walked on stage. Pretty decent post. Use the song for outro? No, that song is cursed, dude, for sure. It's cursed for sure.
They are coming in hot, especially after their series against Game and Gladiators, which was the best of times and the worst of times for OG. A quick 14-minute loss.
Let's go.
Ultimately culminated in them coming back in Game 2 and equalizing the series, which means that we still don't have anyone confidently at the top.
Locked in their triangle.
4 teams are split right now. We got to start making some separations. Maybe it'll happen in this series. Maybe it'll happen right now.
Let's get another 14-minute GG in the house. I don't think that's happening. Amar looks so different in this picture. I don't know. Nina Pride crit. Making the Twitter boxer. Have they started all chatting again though? That's the question. Have they started with the all chatting? Are they back to their true selves? If I made the volume 31, it would be perfect. 31. I trust the one chatter. Let's see if it's better. Didn't Snaking specifically hate on Seb a bit on Twitter? So now the beef is personal, guys, right? Let's go.
Split or a divide up there in the top to see if they can even secure themselves playoffs as well, because we're running some numbers. Someone in the back end for us was doing the stats. 8 is the magic number for Group 8 to secure yourself at least into playoffs. So a 2-0 here for either team would be fantastic. But Lacoste, I have a big question for you. This is to pass the initiation.
A little bit at least.
Do you believe in buffs?
Sorry, do I what?
Believe in buffs.
Buffs?
The players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Oh, player
Land
buffs.
buff, I feel like...
Okay.
I feel like Falcons, they might have it in this
Excuse
one, you know,
me?
having these more experienced players. And also Malrine, he got used to the LAN environment. The first LAN event wasn't, you know, as good. You know, you could feel some jitters.
Why are they standing so weird? Why are they standing behind and
it's
not
only
the...
took pretty much one LAN.
I feel like they're like waiting in line.
Buffs that you could list stuff that you might believe in for these players.
Any other buffs?
What about a birthday buff?
Oh, birthday buff for crit? Yeah.
Oh, it's to not
yeah,
block the
definitely.
sponsors. Oh my god.
How old is he now? He's like 26, 27?
That's very
why.
generous. He's 28.
Wow.
28? Okay,
Stop
I was
it.
close enough. He's the old Dota guy, huh?
It's to not
the
block
old
the
Dota
sponsors.
guy is 28 years old, but maybe those buffs are enough to influence you guys on where you want to predict. We can head on over to STC.
I was wondering why they're standing. It's so weird that they're standing behind. Like, like look at them.
I'm feeling OG.
And on my left?
I think that it's going to be Team Falcon.
It's a skit? Maybe it's a skit. I don't know.
Well, look, either way, we'll have a bit more information to help us with those predictions as draft for game number 1.
Holy shit, they're trapped in the arena. Let's go.
Soon. We're going to talk about what could potentially get let through, what's going to be highly contested, and the Sand King is the first thing that comes to my mind.
This is probably the most hyped game of the day, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Do OG want to let Falcons have what feels
locking
like
in?
Because Malorine's picking it up a lot.
It does feel like something worth considering. I really do agree with Brian's approach when it comes to drafting, which, you know, being on Fart Studios with him, I know that's weird to say because we would always
I'm gonna play more chess, yeah. I saw the post. Well, maybe we'll squeeze one in later tonight, we'll see.
To these heroes and
I hate 5-minute chess though, I can't think. But I guess it's entertaining for you guys because it just keeps fucking up.
It just depends on when they think it's worthy.
If I had 10 minutes, I'd be a perfect player, that's all I gotta say.
Early phase picking the Sand King. It's been like second phase or
Enigma,
some sort of last pick. So the question is for them, did they think that teams are going to start banning this hero earlier, so then they need to pick it earlier?
Yeah, the big one for me is going to be Snapfire. This is the hero that OG so far, they haven't played it. And
maybe call Arturito.
They have 100% win rate. The last 4 games that they played, they won with the Snapfire pretty much. So I want to see if OG
well, they get 500 subs if England wins the Euros. 500?
They also
Jesus.
had a lot of success with.
No.
This is the tempo hero.
I've been watching Dota during that shit, man.
All these auras, all these buffs from your position 5, and it can speed
Floppy
up
hat guy.
lot,
Well,
so
what did we call it?
I'm
Bucket
surprised
hat.
that
That's
OG
what Pilot I
decided to
said
ban it
yesterday.
out.
Bucket hat guy.
That has been their opening pick as well on the side of Falcons. They have.
I mean, it's kind of paid to lose hat because he,
favorite.
like I said, he
We'll
can't even
see.
wear the
It's
headphones
gonna
and listen
be
into his team,
the Hoodwink
which is
being
weird.
banned by Falcons
I genuinely
themselves.
thought
It feels
Misha
like
was
it's
out of the
cooling
team,
down
to be
that
honest,
close
but
four-hero pool if
the guy is
OG
just a
decides
permanent
to
fixture of
that's
OG.
not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think generally generally the Hoodwink is worth banning on this patch.
Maybe what he did,
And
guys,
then
maybe
you're
he
also
shaved
playing
his head
against OG
before the
already,
LAN,
who's the original Hoodwink
and he
spammer.
wasn't happy with how
That
it
hero
looked,
came
so he
out
refuses to take off the hat.
He was the
Maybe.
original Hoodwink player.
Because he had really long hair before. I don't see any hair
He
under
over
there.
That was
Yeah,
fantastic. That was
you're back
good.
into the group.
Thanks, guys.
It's happy to have you.
Maybe.
Continue your point, though,
That's
sorry.
the theory.
I remember in an interview, Ari said something along the lines of like, when he first started playing competitive, he had like 2 heroes.
Bucket
People would ban it. He kind
head.
of sucked. He was tier 2. Then he expanded to 4 heroes. All of a sudden, you can't ban all of
No
his
more
heroes.
Urangi.
There's always gonna
Gotta
be
have
one
one
that gets
bald
through.
guy.
And he basically said he's just going to keep picking heroes
Gotta have the
until
power up.
you have
Falcons
to ban all
don't
of
have
them.
one,
And now
though.
you can't ban all of them because he has like 10 heroes he can play.
Him and Amar are on the same arc, right? Just from different positions. I feel like Amar, when he came into the scene, was
We have
known for
Razor,
Tempest out
oh,
Razor,
Snapfire.
Viper, and now like
Okay.
that list has been.
I don't know how
become
much
extensive,
BZM plays
but
Snapfire
you
mid,
mentioned
but
it, Lacoste, that
it's
OG
definitely
has
a bit of
not
an
played
Ari hero
Snapfire
as
yet.
well.
It's been Falcons have been winning nonstop with it. My concern was, does Ari actually play Snapfire? Because we've been talking about him adding heroes to his pool, but is this one of them?
But you know who does?
Ooh,
Whisper.
Yeah.
And
Whisper.
That was,
really?
that was
You think off-lane?
Whisper, yeah, Whisper does play Snap Offlane. That was a huge South American thing. I mean, Sand King, we talked about Sand King. He's super high win rate this event. Malrine is basically the guy that reinvented him mid again, I think.
You host a little bit more, right? BSJ?
Well, I was looking at the statistics of the drafts. I didn't think they were going to first pick it
Goddamn.
overall.
It's about feelings.
True, you're right.
I told you guys, Sand King might be first pick, and there we go. There it is.
It's all about that instinct drafting.
There it
That's
is.
what Seb did yesterday. It worked out well for him. 50% of the time. 50% of the time worked out very well for him.
I also want to know if it's going to be Ricochet or if it's going to be the full ball when it comes to Snapfire. That's always a bit of a argumentative point because Ricochet, you seem to love it when you're playing.
I'll probably join him
whereas the support, it's been this 50-50. I know.
I will say
it also depends on the matchup. If you're playing a support where, let's say, they have Elder Titan in the lane, you probably want to still go for the Ricochet because ET is going to be like on top of you. Depends on the matchup. Let's say you're playing against Morphling as a support Snapfire, you want to try to blast it from a distance, get that burst damage. If you're playing against more melee heroes that you need to trade in the lane, you're probably still going to take Ricochet because they're going to get on top of you and you get deal.
Thompson made that hero popular as mid laner. Okay, everything comes from Thompson, but I know that since this tournament and right before, I think Malrine was the one that started this shit again.
Because I feel like the offlane
Thompson invented everything mid, I know.
Fairly obvious, but mid Sand King has not really been a thing for a very long time other than on this Facets patch. It's been years.
It's this Facet that they kept buffing. It seems just OP.
He was pretty much the MVP of that game.
Isn't Nyx a good counter for SK? I mean, it's good, but the problem with Nyx is his laning phase is so ass. It's hard to excuse it.
You lifesteal so much.
I can't remember what the teams were, but I remember there was a Coddle pick against the Sand King, and then they pivoted it to an offlane Sand King. It looked like because of the Coddle. I guess because he stands at the Sandstorm, you can just like blast through the entire Sandstorm, and he does go for the Invis Facet.
Yeah, think about this pick a bit.
We'll see.
That was XGWBG up against PSG Quest.
What is scary for Sand King mid? I feel like Snapfire would kind of own you in lane at least.
Fairly well, but then eventually the Coddle came online and looked pretty good after the laning stage.
Yes, but then XG still ended up winning. You had the Sand King offlane. I remember because Fear was
Focus one?
absolutely
we'll probably watch someone a bit later.
He said he hated it. He thought it was awful. And then it actually was the one thing that kind of carried them through that game.
To be fair, we were thinking that the Sand King build would be Max, Burrow, and then the new nuke. But he actually went
Thank you, my lord, for unbanning you. Why did I unban you? Let me check your messages right now.
Where you max Sandstorm, defend towers, push waves, farm jungle. That sort
Maybe
of
it needs to be banned again.
Also steal the
There's nothing more satisfying and therapeutic as going to the unban request and denying everybody. I enjoy that a lot. I should show them to you, chat, but I don't want to give them the attention. I just prefer to press deny all, and I'm like happy. It's rare I unban anybody nowadays.
Alright, well, look, we've got our second phase ban.
The deny all, just because I know, you know, you ban them once, right? They get banned, and then they start like crying for an unban. If I deny their unban request, I know they will get a little pop-up that it says you got denied, and then it's like banning them a second time. You know what I mean? Satisfying. Satisfying. Oh, there's a Nyx versus Sand King, so the guy in the chat was correct.
With IO, and they're both still in the pool, which is not very common against Falcons. They'll pretty much whip out
crushing their spirits.
Gyro anytime they want. They are also 3-0 with Sven in their last 6 games. So the fact that you have the flex of like what you're gonna pick, it's not the flex of the IO itself, but like of what
I don't know though. We'll see if this laning phase is gonna cost them an OG. I think Ahri is one of the best Nyx out there for sure though.
Based on what I'm seeing so far, I'm probably leaning towards Sven.
Oh, I love this.
I like this a lot.
Invoker.
Especially Nyx Assassin, because this could have been picked potentially on the Falcon side.
Here we go. BZM was practicing Invoker in a pub. Didn't someone say that earlier? Oh boy. I'm not a big Invoker fan either. Here we go. But he is a good Invoker at least. I would say he's one of the better ones out there. Maybe even the best. Is someone better Invoker than him right now? I can't think of anybody. He might be the best Invoker right now. Maybe. One of the best at least.
Be able to do the trick, get that extra damage. And I love that Nyx Assassin nowadays.
He's kind of a beast.
He can, you can creep
Miracle doesn't even play mid anymore. So you can't say Miracle.
Relatively easy jungle, getting the goal.
Thompson is good too, yeah.
From lane to lane.
I'll say Thompson's up there.
So they do end up going for the Gyrocopter. I thought either was fine at the end of the day because it could be a Snapfire offlane.
He's still probably the best in Miracle. I mean, he used to be.
When you're dealing with heroes like Nyx, Snap, like you need to make sure you're getting to a
Gyro, Io, and Rubik. Well, I feel like this is kind of like, okay, they have a really strong lane against the Nyx. I don't know what this Io pick was by Falcons. I feel like they haven't played this much, but sure.
I feel like that pairing should feel pretty comfortable.
It could also be an Amar Sand King, by the way. Can't forget that. That could be the ultimate bamboozle. He loves playing Sand King too.
Where is Ahri going to make it happen in this game? Because we've seen several other Nyxes just fall flat, look kind of lost in the mid game without having any ability to find somebody by themselves, but Ari has been making it happen.
I mean, this looks like a really good next game to me.
That seems a bit confused. What do we think? Is the sanking for sure mid?
Now because it does damage, you can run into that.
Probably. What hero can you kill? I mean, isn't Lifestealer free here potentially? You don't see the offlaner yet, but Lifestealer could. You know what's crazy? Nobody banned Razor here. Oh, they go for Doom. I like that. I like that Doom pick a lot. That's a good Doom pick, I think. Doom seems very annoying to play against nowadays. And on top of that, you deny pick it from Amar. He likes playing it. It's decent against Gyro and really good against Sanking. So that lane though, bottom, they have to ban Ursa here. Ursa has to get banned. I'm telling you right now. If they don't ban it, it's over. Wait, I'm stupid as fuck. It's Gyro carry. I'm not thinking.
What I'm concerned about,
I think they still lose that lane then, so they have to ban Amar heroes. It kind of depends on what they want for Tomato, of course, but Razor is definitely there, yeah. There is Razor. And then the second Amar hero to be banned. What could that be?
And I'm kind of concerned about that. Same story, just
maybe no, Mars is also out.
Like a sandstorm you can retreat through. Rubik's a very good like long cast range.
All I know is I would ban Morphling here no matter what. Morphling and Morphling and Ursa or Morphling and Lifestealer, I think, because he's just too comfortable on Morphling on Tomato right now. So let's see what Falcons go for here.
That's a good question, especially I mean historically. Doom was
Brood ban. Brood has been really underwhelming this tournament, guys. Really underwhelming.
You might get to relocate off, they reset, they come back into the fight, and looking at the reset, they don't have as much, like Rubik's Lift, the Sanking. It's a good way to maybe stop when they're going in with the Blink Dagger, Sanking Stun, whatever, but I think this is going to be the same matchup that we've seen in game 1 of the previous series. Sanking mid against Invoker. It's a really good matchup for the Sanking, especially if you rotate heroes to the mid lane, you can relatively easily kill him. So what they're looking for is Amar hero on the side.
No Beast in this game? Yeah, Beast completely ignored. I know Amar has been practicing a little bit of Beast, that's for sure. It could be Beastmaster for Amar. Yeah, there's the Morphling ban, we call that. Now, I think it's a decision between Ursa and Lifestealer in my opinion. I'll say that Tomato Lifestealer is not as strongest, but neither is Ursa necessarily. Is there any other hero that they could ban here? I'm not sure. I would ban Ursa anyway, because a lot of the heroes Amar wants to play get countered by Ursa, so...
There's Clinks. I don't think Clinks looks very good in this game.
Clinks is a bit of a hit or miss.
Risk getting bursted.
If you can survive some of these early levels without dying,
TB.
you can become super tanky.
That's an unusual ban right there. That might mean they want something specifically for Amar. Like, maybe they want the Beast Amar, guys. Maybe they actually want Beastmaster for Amar. TB is good against Beast. It would fit their lineup, but it's still not a comfort hero for Amar. Is there any other Amar hero that gets countered by TB? I can't think of it. Like Timbersaw? No, he doesn't care TB. They ban the Slardar. Yes, the Slardar, yeah. The Slardar ban is the one. And they snap pick Monkey quickly, putting the pressure on Falcons here. Strong safe laner to deal with. Slardar is out, so that makes the TB ban. And also, kind of covers the Beast a little bit too. Very annoying to play Beast against Monkey if you aren't like really experienced on Beast. I think Centaur is probably on the menu for him, yeah. Probably. It's just not fun against Monkey, but it's playable.
Yeah, I mean, looking at his hero pool, there's not much that...
Would Amar ever just pick Viper here and say, I want to win the lane?
Razor is banned. I mean, Windrunner, I'm just thinking what's good against Monkey King that he plays.
I was like, did Jenkins even hear me?
Windrunner, I mean, he doesn't play it, but that I know people in pubs pick a lot of Windrunner against the Monkey King safe lane.
Yeah, Windrunner is good against Monkey, but it's not. Amar will never pick it here.
I don't know how great that would do against MK. I feel like MK can kill you with a snap.
Pick Centaur anyway.
Let's see what he goes for.
Like decent.
Yeah, BSJ calling for the Centaur, I think. The offlane Slark? Nah, I don't know about that, guys. It's too risky, I think.
It's good against snap ults as well. I agree with that. Just like sack the lane a
little bit. But possible. Let's see what he goes for.
A lot of times Amar's been in a quote-unquote bad Centaur matchup, then he just does fine.
Venge, wow, that's a good hero actually, but it's not an Amar hero, so...
I was thinking this because this is what we saw in the game.
I felt a non-Amar hero was coming. Amar the Venge. Let's check his pro tracker. Has he ever played this? What the fuck?
Doesn't matter in terms of like what he wants to bring to the table. You have mid sanking, you have.
Yeah, no, he has one game of Venge 3 days ago. He won.
Pretty quickly.
Okay.
And we've
Okay.
seen quite a lot of Venges in a lot of
It's a
these, like,
really good Venge
qualifiers
game, I would say.
that work out
Like,
amazingly. They needed a range.
I like Falcon's draft a decent amount. I feel like they should have 3 winning lanes. Okay, top lane is the hardest, but yeah, they should have some winning lanes.
Then it becomes much more difficult. And
Very winnable. What the hell is that Invoker taunt? I've never seen that in my life.
Easily disengage, but
Can they show the crowd one time? I feel like they're very hesitant to show the crowd because nobody's there. Okay, so I talked a bit to Amar yesterday, guys. You want me to leak a little bit? I'll leak you guys a little bit.
Another like nuke / stun hero, which is obviously the Rubik.
I'll leak you guys a little bit. I talked to Amar yesterday.
However, if
And I said, damn, you guys came back from 0-4. He said, yeah, we lost every game on the crowd stage. And then we won every game not on the crowd stage. And today, they're on the crowd stage again. So, maybe they will lose because of that. I don't know. I didn't know that. I didn't think about that. So they lost with the crowd every game. And now they're back on the crowd again. So who knows? It's not the biggest crowd, but it's still a crowd. We'll see, we'll see.
He's not gonna go for that.
Not fire.
It's too bad, yeah. It's too bad.
Should have leaked it before the Gamba. Well, it's too late now.
My big concern is the Snapfire.
See if that holds true.
Snapfire absolutely decimate is when she gets to sit on this back line, get off a full ultimate, and no one on the side of the on the opposing team is able to even stop it. Do you think there are those answers though with the Falcons line?
I guess, yeah, the Rubik, but also Venge. Like if there's ever a snap that becomes a problem, then
Snaking's yapping it up hard.
On, like, pulling her
He's
in
like,
if it is an issue. If it's not
he's going hard. He wants to win this. Maybe a little bit too much, you know?
Then that's also fine. You can like swap out of it. So
after the little Twitter beef with OG, then why not? He was the one who dared to speak against OG when they were complaining about PGL.
Everything they possibly can while we do head to our casters.
Flashbang, let's go.
There's some interesting similarities between these two
Amar
teams.
tipping BZM. Former teammates. BZM and Amar back in the creep wave days.
That represent some of the new blood in Dota 2 professional space, but I don't really care so much.
He
about
signs your jersey after the game. Damn.
Avery, forget about the new blood. I want to talk about.
What's the comeback here? What's the comeback? What's the comeback?
With me? No, not with you. Between Falcons and OG. Going all the way back to crits.
Is it like too personal, saying something like, I'll sign one for your wife and baby? Like, I don't know, that doesn't even work.
And more recently,
I'm trying to think of a comeback here.
Rather active on social media. It seems like success has produced a bit of mouth on him, and he has been getting into OG's
too personal. It's not even an insult. It's just like, I don't know. Whenever I think about Seb now, I just think about baby. You know, I don't know, because he had a baby.
Of any player I've ever seen. You're going back to some of the beef now. I'll play devil's advocate here.
The jerk store called.
At lunch one of these days in the hotel, sitting with my boy the King over here, and Seb.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
And Snay said, "You know what? Hope you don't take any offense. It's all just games and fun."
Okay.
And you know, Seb gave him a little. Well, he said something I'm not gonna repeat, but you know, he
depends on how well you know the guy. You know, if you're friends, then it's fine, maybe.
The board, I do the same thing.
Got the D ward. Nice one, Seb. There we go. Already OG kicking off to a good start here. Snaking losing. Snaking was wrong on Twitter. Seb was right.
Can't deny that.
Seb tipping Mallorini.
Seb is exactly the kind of person to take that, and yeah, I'm sure he actually means it when he would be like, you know, I respect it, I would do the same, but like, you cannot tell me he is not using that sort of ammo to galvanize his team. And
yeah, I'm telling you, flaming Seb in the pub, flaming Seb in the pro game, I think it's always a mistake. He just uses it. He just uses it against them. You know, he will use it as fuel.
Them being top of their group at the end of it.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He went back to his team and said, "Guys, if we lose to this Twitter blabber, I'm gonna retire again."
Let's see.
This is your last chance to play with me. You better win this series.
Here we go. They're taking the runes, 2 runes each. Whoa, never mind. Did he not get that on purple? No, he didn't get it on Mallory. So 3 runes for OG. 3 runes and a ward. Pretty good start.
Figured a lot out in that time period. Heroes that are working for them, particularly.
But still, I will stand by the fact that I think Falcons have better lane. Let's see if it will pay off.
Good on it. OG are gonna put that invoker there. Maybe get some extra denies. Try and remove some of his mana. Slow him down. Honestly, this Invoker has looked pretty successful, for at least to me.
The Russian stream shows what fast that they took.
You know, I think stats say one thing, like,
I mean, the English streams assume you know because it's obvious. Lol.
It feels as though teams have a
Yeah, I don't know.
idea of what they
I don't know why we don't show them here.
the early game. It's looked pretty good to me.
Well, it's not looking good.
Pretty good first wave for BZM. For Malrine, 4 and 3 out of 8. That's insane. 4-3 out of 8. 7 out of 8. That's what I meant to say. That's what I was going for.
I mean, he does have significantly higher base.
There's some weird wave pulling on by Ari, but Snaking is kind of punishing it with his tether. I feel like a little bit at least.
That is a rough start for the Invoker. Not a hero.
Got the jungle creep. I'm not sure if he got solo XP for that though.
Pulling bottom just to get out of this double melee lane versus the out gyro.
Ari's being real annoying.
Call there. And this is maybe the
we're showing some facets. So yeah, I mean the facet on the man is really broken. It makes your ranged hero basically a melee hero. Man, he's like jungling and at the same time having impact. That's actually pretty good. Disconnects. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So Tomato's on point. He can keep himself high resources and then.
They gave him the shitty PCs on Falcons.
Or even Invoker.
Oh no.
Like the level 6 and 7.
Now, talking about things that have been working.
Reason? Remaining guy in the game? Explain the reason.
This little 6-win streak that they just went on.
We haven't had a good reason yet this whole fucking tournament, guys. I'm disappointed.
Did not look like the Amar that we have seen. It was not a dominating offlaner that he usually is. Here he's playing a hero that I just don't really know if it's him. Vengeful Spirit?
Don't hate on Vengeful Spirit Amar. He's gonna cook this game. I can feel it. I think he'll do fine. Mid lane looking really good for Sanking though.
Sacrificial hero. It doesn't scale particularly well. None of it really says Amar to me.
You're also only silver tier. Isn't this the man who said if you're not Grandmaster, I'm not picking you the hero?
Yeah.
Should listen to his own advice, perhaps.
Nah, it wasn't Grandmaster what he said. Amar said, I won't pick your hero at the Berlin Major. No, it was a Stockholm or Berlin Major. I think it was Stockholm Major. He said, I won't pick it unless you're at least gold tier. Grandmaster is maybe a little bit overkill.
And frankly, Venge is not that complex of a hero.
No, this is not the most complicated hero that's existed in Dota for a long time.
It's true. I mean, I think it's a kind of a good rule sometimes because I think at LAN you can kind of lose yourself a bit, right? And you get unconfident in your own heroes and you try like, oh, maybe I can just try this instead. Better to just go with what you know usually. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then yeah. Very good lanes for Falcons so far, guys. Even the bot lane is looking kind of rough. Rough and stuff.
For the boys here that you
gave the banner. Yeah, pretty solid lane.
Getting maybe a Razor or a Mars, but at what price? Yeah. Still, I like what OG.
Still though, after that start with all the bounties and the wards, still a network lead for OG almost.
They recovered against Gaiman. Similar kind of Nick setup where I feel like if they just get through lanes on even footing.
Thoughts on Forsen? I love him, guys.
Recovery fight in that 10 to 15 minute mark and get the Nyx's levels. That their scale is really terrifying.
I'll tell you right now.
Oh, first blood for Amar. Talking shit about Amar's little. Oh, he got broken by the neutral creep, so he couldn't follow. Damn, that's sad. Look at Ari though, level 3 after like semi jungling. That's nasty.
And very focused on being able to get more last hits than the enemy, right? I feel like that's actually one of Mar's greatest.
Skeeter's gonna opt to get boots first instead of the. Oh, here we go. Where's my 4? My 4. He's here in time, I believe.
He has done pretty well so far. They're trying to go
it's okay.
Kill. They're not going to be able to
got the stacks on Tomato though. Lotus is still up? Oh my god, Lotus is still up. That's crazy. That's kind of a blunder by Falcons, I guess.
Like the next few minutes here don't look too bad for OG. I think they got out of this bottom lane in a fairly good spot with that double wave pushing into the Doom. This allows for a Nyx rotation.
Can you
be out of mana
oh, what a smack on the ground.
Here?
That is a lot of caustic.
That was a lot of creeps dying under the caustic.
Bazinga.
AoE damage, and Malrine walks away.
The smiley face from Malrine. I like it, you know? He doesn't have to go overboard with toxicity, but a little smiley faces every now and then. I think that makes him play better, you know? I think it makes him play better.
Whisper bottom was a huge turning point in this lane as well. He got ice armor for some of the early waves, tanking a tower, and now
Day 1 we didn't see shit from Falcons. Not a peep.
So Whisper, he rolled some good RNG today. Got some really good creeps. It's helping him out down there. And honestly, he's only 200 net worth behind this gyrocopter. Did take that, you know, extra devour.
Yeah, there was a little beeping in the back.
With the charges.
It's fine now though.
But like I said, I think OG got through this off lane.
Yeehaw! All these wave pulls are so annoying for Falcons, but what can I do? Now they have to meet the next wave also. Be careful not to lose that.
Like, I just kind of expect OG to be behind in most of these laning phases versus the really lane dominating European teams.
Sure.
It's just not their strength, so you can't read too much into it, I think.
I would say so.
Is there potential to snowball? 100%.
Yeah. It's also said to be said that they have their off lane.
Top lane still going really well for Falcons, I would say. But here comes the Nyx rotation, and Amar a little bit in trouble. How is he going to deal with this?
Over time, they're actually
oh boy, this is weird. I don't know how he deals with this. It's impossible. Yeah, at least the Tomato doesn't get the kill, and maybe that's the best case scenario.
OG brought 3 heroes up to the top lane to kill Amar, and it's a trend that I feel like the winning teams against Falcons have put significant effort into tri-laning into Amar in sometime in the first 6 to 8 minutes.
I think it's a
no,
good
we
idea.
have this is literally the hate watcher versus the love watcher right here. Look at the PMA for BZM.
Why not go up here and punish a hero like Venge that does not have a recovery farm mechanic like they do and cannot really?
I think the hate watcher wish they look like that.
For back-to-back kills. First with the Nyx assassin rotation. Now maybe they're being too bold because they're scaring.
Obvious.
Yeah, they're scaring Amar back when they have this invoker.
I mean, you're losing creeps on mid-tower, so
yeah.
You know something's up here. If it were 7-minute, maybe you wouldn't care because you could just go contest that Wisdom Rune as OG, but this did cost you.
Would you go to Dr. Solomon Al Habib? I would, of course I would.
This is what I'm saying. I think as bad as those early waves were, I
trust the Doctor with my life.
OG over time, the
team's
just going to continue to find.
Does he have a Midas hero? No, he's buying treads on Invoker. Interesting.
And Invoker, I feel like always starts a little slow.
A little bit sad lane for him, but it's okay, I think. One successful rotation will be good here. Ari's just straight up roaming, leaving Whisper to fend for himself bottom. This might actually be a kill though. Malrine TPing, yeah, it's a kill.
Just in time. That's one way to
probably worth it.
Use the Sand King in his lane dominance.
Very deep by Whisper,
You're not
though. Crazy.
Be the best at rotating to side lanes, but TP on an overextension makes things a lot easier. They're going to go back to it with the Invoker rotation.
Here's crit coming in. I mean, here's Ari coming in for crit. A lot of heroes for this Wisdom hero. Wow. I think this, I mean, honestly, what they did here, I think this might become meta. Like, why wouldn't you do this, right? Now Amar is dead. His game is ruined. You stole their Wisdom. Malrine did steal enemy Wisdom also, though, so it's not the Bender world. Why wouldn't you, like, 3 or 4 man it? Seems good. You always get a kill, too.
It does work out for OG. They get what they came for.
Pretty good for OG. Oh, they're diving. I like this dive. Very good dive. This ruins Whisper's games completely. Nice one by Malrine. That's one thing about this new Sand King. He roams really well. Because he takes a lot of levels in stun early. I think. Actually, I don't know. I can't speak that for sure. I think so.
But I would say Doom is like twice the hero that Venge is when it comes
to that is why you can't do the 4-man dive. It's true, guys. It's true. You do get fucking ganked on the off lane.
I 100% agree.
Amar taking the mid lane now. He does not want to come back there. He's scared too.
The one upside for Falcons is this pick
can't lane top anymore. He doesn't have the worst game on Amar, but it really turned around after that one death.
Swap the gyro who gets doomed, and then let the IO gyro carry the game.
Tipping BZM for missing tornado, nice.
Tell Amar that.
Well, he might not like it, but that is the role he's been put in here. And honestly,
Falcon's in a good spot.
No, he's not. He's doing perfectly fine in net worth, despite all the pressure that OG is trying to put
They're friends, though. This is not BM tips or anything. These guys go way back.
I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
He's ahead of the enemy mid.
I would say BZM is probably one of Amar's favorite players, I would say. At least from what we know of when he casts with us and stuff like that. Ooh, missed the call down. Uncharacteristic by Mr. Skeeter. And now he can't really follow here. Ari made it all the way here. Monkey! Tomato with the holy random gank. Did this work? I don't think so. Malrine went in deep. He's dead too. Wow. OG get ahead from this, actually. That should not have ended like that. That's all. Skeeter speedered all over his keyboard and missed his ulti. It happens, I guess. Good rotation by Tomato.
The gyro pair did not want to take that fight into the Jingu stacks Monkey King, and now you have your Doom online. That was before the Doom was level 6. That was kind of your last instance to skirmish down there without the big threat on the gyro.
Yeah, nice job using both Monkey and Invoker to get a kill. Bot lane, they're like semi-diving. The split cam, the Doom will be popped on Skeeter. He's low, he's dying. Oh my god. Can they at least get Whisper counter kill? No. Wow, OG are back after this. So back. 3 kills on 2 lanes. Beautiful. Whisper is fucking back. Amar also gonna die here. No way. Oh, Falcons are crumbling, guys. What is going on? That's a 2k network swing. They're getting rinsed. They got the mid tower though with the catapult. It's not nothing. Not nothing.
In any of this? He is their big early fight taker. You have to take these fights around the towers where he can.
Wow, I love how active this monkey is, by the way. I don't know how it's working so well, but he's fucking owning. The fuck? The crowd debuff, guys. The crowd debuff. They can't handle it.
Just breaking Falcons' ankles. Moving around the map too fast for them to be able to keep up, but they're gonna do it again.
And here they come, another gank with the gloves. Skeeter and Snaking getting caught again.
To guarantee both of these kills.
They had a ward up there, they felt safe, but they do not have a sentry for the Nyx Assassin.
They're just bleeding out a lot of.
Wow, what is happening, dude? What is happening right now? The crowd is going wild on this one. The crowd is also supporting Falcons, right? Because Falcons is home team, basically. They're all here to see crit.
He's gonna get
Armina Pride
if you keep feeding him these kills on top of the recovery farm. Do you even defend this tower of your Falcons? I don't think you can. I think you have to give it up. Concede this bottom lane. Doom is coming back up as well in 50 seconds.
Yeah, so. Tomato, he still wants to be able to save his safe lane tower and not trade it out. It's a full HP tower, so there's no rush here for Tomato to pop out and try and defend this creep wave. He could wait for his team to take the tower.
Thank you, Van Top, for the 60 months, man. 60 months, 5 years? Damn, it is. Oh, damn, that's a long time. Thank you, bro.
The Sand King, unless you're willing to bring everybody.
Bratu, thanks up, man.
Because you're going on a tanky target with swap behind him, and then this reload that can come in on top of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's like the best fight for Falcons. And if you're OG, you just don't want to bite.
I feel like I need to go get my kombucha. My daily drink. Gotta go get it? Do I have time now? Nothing's gonna happen in 30 seconds? I'm running.
That's gonna be very problematic for the gyrocopter, right? Because this gyro-IO combination is so dependent on sustain. Right, the healing that the Eye gives you, the satanic buildup that you eventually get, the Doom is just an antithesis to all of that.
You're gonna have a Vessel here as well. So you're gonna have 2 cores with a lot of anti-healing. Oh, that was very greedy.
It was indeed. Tomato, his aggression plays against him this time around. Whisper shows up with his Blink Dagger. Hits crit, doesn't get the initiation he's looking for. Ari's stuck in the middle of nowhere here, and he's gonna burn out underneath the Sandstorm unless a cookie can save him. Missile's on its way as well, but it looks like Seb should be able to deal with that. The Burrow Strike doesn't quite land onto BZM. BZM throwing
they're going on Nyx too. They got him. Alright, Falcons are back. Stole the Monkey King W on crit. Falcons are back. Looks like we have a game. Missed Rampage. I'm out of breath. Whew.
Caught him hopping.
I ran, dude, I ran.
Trying to get too cheeky with it.
Oh, crit. No. Lost a nice spell too. There we go.
Blink out for
it was slippery, I can open it.
Showing the pressure Falcons are under in this early game in terms of the rotations and the fighting. Not the first item we've seen from a lot of these mid-Saiyan Kings. Either they
Dreamer stamina. I have a really bad stamina. I have really bad stamina. I'm working on it though, guys. I'm working on it. Cardio every day.
This can definitely pay off if you get the big team fight out of it, but it isn't the fun
this now? We get to see how Tomato died. This is just kind of random. He was there alone. Amar got the kill too, which is really good. He gets his Ags faster. That's nice.
Another instance where you just walk off that.
Oh, not again. Nuke's assassin gameplay. Oh no, dude. Oh, they're owning them so hard. This is so impressive to me. Wow. 4 deaths on Snaking. They're putting so much pressure on this IO gyro. Like, I've never seen the gyro from Falcons ever getting pressured like this. Like, ever. They're getting holy OG Dota, boys. They're back. This is the old OG Dota. I feel like the version with Uragi, they were a little bit more farmy and passive, and now they're behind. Like, they don't even have tier 1 and they're diving tier 3s.
Absolutely no cares. They're playing around this Nyx.
That's good shit. That is good shit.
It's another one. Nyx hunts you in the Sunstrike with heroes barraging you from multiple angles. That snap ult even got canceled.
Yeah, damn.
And it still didn't matter. This IO gyro have been hunted this game. And OG have taken a commanding lead out of this laning phase now, up 4K.
Look at that mobility, but it looks bugged. It looks like, literally looks like he's cheating on Monkey when he's doing that shit. Like, what the hell?
Relocate to steal away the wisdom rune. On OG's side of the map, he did die for it.
I don't even know how it works. Is it like when you're when you're at full health, you can use it, or above 90% health? Okay, so almost like all the time. Oh, Amar. He has a little bug after him. Here we go. It's actually nasty though, if you think about it. Amar, the Wisp is here. He doesn't have a lot of heals though. It was kind of like a fake heal thing going on. Doom on the Rubik in the back by Whisper. They're collapsing on them from two sides. Malrine stuns nothing, and is just dying to bullshit. He got swapped out. Oh, the crowd debuff, guys. They can't. Oh, crit as well. He dies. Whisper blinks in for more. They stun him though. This maybe was a bit deep for Whisper. It was. He died. Let's see how this fight goes though. Sandstorm, Tomatoes manning up. Triple ulti. Holy shit. Dude, OG are actually playing some insane no Dota here. Oh, he missed on Sand King. Tomato jumped back again.
Madman Tomato. That was just an insanely aggressive play.
Oh, he's crazy.
My man.
What the hell is happening? Dude, Nyx plus Monkey seems broken. But if you think about it, Nyx sets up these kills and Monkey's really fast to connect. Like, really fast. Dude, what is this? Orb of Corrosion plus Blightstone? Huh?
This Mage Slayer for the Monkey has definitely paid off, reducing a lot of the damage, makes Tomato really tanky on
these
dives.
Does this still work?
You're looking at
Maybe it'll work.
It's all magical early.
Bank Desolator? Yeah, it's Bank
Get
Desolator.
up here to reduce it is going to pay dividends in spades, as the pipe is.
It didn't stack, yeah.
Whisper and OG, need I say it, they will not.
He's buying a lot of early items together. Okay, they're trying to turn around. The Stinger on 2 here. The stun. They kill PCM quickly. Ari low. Holy game, dude. They're just fighting. They never stop. Tomato got stacks off that, though. Gotta be careful here. Is Whisper the swap? He doesn't have it, actually. They never got... Oh, they bought back Wisp, too.
OG full retreat with the extra numbers after losing their invoker.
No. Yeah, I remember now, guys. It didn't used to stack, but now it stacks again. I remember now. Oh, this day we overchased. They're all dead, dude. You guys are chasing a monkey with stacks? You crazy, bro. You crazy. That was the classic buyback stress, you know? They were stressed. Oh my god, we buyback. We have to go. Boom. Wow. Call it? Like, what's happening to Falcons? This is insane, the past few minutes. What's happening to them? And you could say, like, oh, just go farm. They can't, guys. Like, there's too much pressure. You're kind of forced into these fights. They obviously regret fighting now. They could have lost less, just getting picked off occasionally. Because they really need this Jags, and then they can match them, I think. But is it too late already? 8 kill lead is huge.
Don't have the damage to bring these heroes down. You're overextending on a snap.
Old OG are back, huh?
It's able to just turn around that high ground. And the stuns from Ari have been on point here.
Falcons getting raw dogged.
And what is gonna be the big signal to try and turn this game? If your Falcons got a player on Malrine, feels like he's your only hope to win
careful,
a big
careful,
careful.
Oh, he stole Vendetta. That's a big steal. Zoom has pipe. Oh, yo. Chances of comeback become a lot lower when enemy just gets a pipe like that. That's a problem.
For Falcons right now, if you fire on the Doom with the pipe here, the Mage Slayer on the Monkey, if you strike this Sand King, he goes in, uses everything. I don't think they take any damage anymore between the mech, the pipe, the Mage Slayer. It's all going to get negated here. And this map has been constricted. You're looking at the vision right now. There's one deep Radiant Ward mid, but everything else is just, it's dire vision through and through. This ops is nice to play around, but it's a defensive
very nice ops there.
And it's one, they're staring at
Looks like Falcons want to defend this, maybe. Malrine, they got scanned. They know. They have to back up. There's Vendetta Rubik, but it's kind of obvious, right?
25 kills in 18 minutes.
Even have a sentry place over mid. Very hard for Falcons to make any move. Did they finish Amar Ags now? I think they just did. It might be time. Oh, Desolator. SA King fans? Is that Snake King, SA King? Because he was essaying on Twitter? Damn.
This series to maybe go one way or the other, but so far this has just been an outclass.
Seb showing who was right.
No way around it. Yeah. Falcons have to pick up the pace. They have to reset this game.
I can't believe Snaking tweeted rules are rules at OG. He did also tweet like, he did also tweet some. We can look up the tweets later for those who don't know about it. It's not like a serious beef or anything, but it's kind of funny. You know?
That's a tanky Doom.
Oh, Malvarini. Not good, not good. Confidence -10.
Nothing for Falcons to grasp with this smoke.
Let's bring up the tweet now while the game is happening. It makes it extra funny.
And Ari's just still right in the middle of all of them. They keep on spotting.
Thanks for the content, sir.
Unless you get the swap on.
Hey, thank you, homie. Thank you. Hey, he doesn't follow me on Twitter? Alright, now I officially hate snaking. Okay, here we go. Wait. What's happening? Doom on stanking. This is a hard fight to pipe. You do not have enough damage. They hesitated. That's a 2-man stun. I think that's gonna be game, boys. Like, no way they fight this back. If they don't lose everybody here, Skeeter will be lost. Only Amar will live. Maybe? Yeah, only Amar. They see him.
But Skeeter doesn't even try to run. He knows he's caught. He knows he's dead. And it might just be Amar who's going to be the last one down, and Aghanim Scepter
can't even get Seb. Oh, Amar can't even get Seb. His old teammate, Sedge. How could this happen? Indeed, don't worry. How could this happen? I'm gonna bring up the tweet, guys. There it is.
Isolated the Sand King under a Doom. Nothing Malrine can do about that.
Hey, One Win Esports. You guys gonna be able to get visas this year's TI? If not, I know a team that can come replace you without complaints about the rules. That's a reference to OG replacing One Win for Birmingham. That's how they qualified the Riyadh to begin with. That's why they're here. But, you know, I was not too opposed to it because I think, like, it obviously sucks for One Win, but OG are proving themselves these tournaments at least. They're performing at LANs, which is what we want to see anyway, right? Like, we want to see teams that can perform at LANs to go to LANs, right?
You've got pipe to negate that damage. Soon you're going to have a Crimson Guard on the
I don't even sound like an OG hater anymore. Because OG used to pay me. If anything, I should be talking shit. Go Big Green, thanks to 20 months.
Falcons really use this Venge pick. And so far, it's just not been there. And honestly, I mean, Tomato has been an absolute monster this game. 11-1-9 on this Monkey King. I feel like his build-up has come together perfectly.
Yeah, I don't think One Win would be performing as well. I mean, just like, there's no way, I don't think so.
And this Monkey King shard has looked really
Snake King was just joking.
Play this aggressive and just get in there. Been an absolute monster, and this is one of those older carries that traditionally had a pretty good matchup versus Io Gyro. Fell out of favor, but perhaps coming back here, if you can have this sort of...
Any chance of throw? Oof, such a performance by Tomato this game too. Honestly, he didn't even have the best lane. It was just, I mean, maybe it was Ari that kind of won them this game if you think about it. He TP top, secured Tomato's lane, and all these Nyx Vendetta setups everywhere. Like, I don't know. How do you deal with that? It's so annoying.
I mean, honestly, I'm almost never one to advocate skipping BKB in these games versus all Magic heroes.
Oh boy. Malvarini.
For it.
There is nowhere to
You
go.
might be so far ahead here, you could just go some crazy...
Malvarini, please. Shaken, not stirred.
And there's like, what are you gonna do, right? These heroes cannot survive.
Yeah, just one
Peter has to go straight BKB. His game is too bad for the Ags.
Did he really?
All right. This is the correct read. Yeah, he's just going data. I mean, what do you need BKB for? You have Aegis, you have Pipe Crimson. There is no damage here.
Okay.
Just annihilate.
Making.
Put the nail in the coffin right now before there's any potential to come back.
Dodges the gank pretty nicely, actually. Good read on OG. They run at you hard, so. I think this Monkey hero needs to be banned. I don't think it's like... I don't think you can play around how fast he traverses the map. It's really hard to read it in a Dota sense, you know? He could just be anywhere almost. It's too intense to play against if things are going good for some team. He's 11-1-9, he's involved in 20 kills. Kind of crazy. OG have 31 kills at 23 minutes. That's wild.
It's what took heroes like this out of the meta for so long. Things like
BKB Skeeter soon is their last chance.
Really strong Mage Slayer when it was, you know, first item purchase and the patch was really strong. Sure, these items get nerfed a little, but they still do their job, which is shut down these flat spellcasters. There's no way around this really.
And Sanking is
Mallory.
Looks like Prime OG. Yeah, I mean, they played really good against Game in Game 2 as well, so we'll see. Maybe they're very hit or miss. They kind of always had that issue a bit, right? A little bit of hit or miss. We'll see how it goes for Game 2 against Falcons, but yeah.
Could go higher on here for OG.
Yeah, they've got the Aegis and they're not finding anything so far in this timing, so Falcons may just end up dodging well enough that
dipping home.
OG just says, okay, screw it, we'll go high ground.
Problem with the high ground is this swap is
What does
really
Tamato have here? He's buying Daedalus? Holy Giga Chat. He has, I mean, honestly, this is kind of throwy. It must be, right? No BKB build. This is very cocky by Tomato. Very cocky. Once his Aegis ends, he might be in trouble. Let's see, they're gonna fight before that though. Look at this, let's see. They're setting up at the Wisdom Tomato. They got him on the tree right away. We're ready for this, but they don't see him. He jumps past them all. Ulties. It's over. I don't know that it's fucking over. He jumped past the whole team, stunned them all, and ulted. Jesus. I think honestly that's a little bit on Amar. I think he's supposed to W so they see him on the trees, right? It's very important so they could swap him down and kill him fast. But even then, I'm not sure if it matters at this point. No fucking way. Yeah, he sharted behind them with monkey stun. It's very, very good, very good.
Predicated on getting the IO gyro super fat. That window just evaporated.
Jesus, man.
Off raw aggression from OG, and I think the high ground was difficult, but not when the Venge is dead.
Oh, Blink stun. Can they do this? Tether. Oh, okay, alright. That's gonna be it. It was a bit of an all-in by Malrini. What a turnaround, though. I think Falcons were definitely winning 3 lanes at some point. Like, actually. Very rare to see winning 3 lanes into this much of a stomp, like 5-10 minutes later. Okay, wait, this is the blunder. Oh, nice stun out there. Can they maybe get him before he gets... Nope. Buy back Malrine. Yeah, deny that fucking tower. Fuck that tower.
And he is... Oh, Crit's gonna get picked off outside of the base. Wait, no, Ahri doesn't have quite enough damage.
EMP?
With the vessel build.
Carapace?
Yeah, no Sunstrike.
I don't know what just happened, but okay.
I like the heads up play. He Carapace trying to reflect the Sunstrike.
Shard impact. Yeah, Monkey Shard is kind of like mandatory right now. Support or core. Mostly on core, I think.
I mean, it was Invoker.
Need ban Invoker Amar. Really?
I don't even know if that's
Invoker.
True.
I mean, that might just
hey, look at the crowd, guys. Let's go.
Yeah,
because then Amar is thinking to himself, well, it wasn't the Invoker. And,
there's a crowd.
I think Amar has him muted, so
yeah, that's probably true.
I think Amar's had him muted when he was playing with him too, to be honest.
And that, I mean, that's another part about this interaction, right? Falcons were talking a lot of trash when they were beating teams. One of the teams they did talk trash to in all chat was OG.
They did talk a lot of trash. They did talk a lot of trash.
Who was able to stand his ground against a winning Falcons team, did so. Had a pretty good zinger. Something about winning TIs.
Here we go.
Falcons haven't done yet.
Amar the Fakar. In deep, waiting for his team. They probably told him, just go in first. And he's like, yeah, okay, sure. You're real funny. They have a swap. He doesn't know who to swap, though. It's not clean. He has another life, of course. He has Ags. Monkey ulti used. Something.
Doesn't want to get isolated again. Even if he survived last time, it was still a bit of a close call without BKB.
And you gotta swap somebody in here.
It's your only option at this point.
Ooh. Here we go. Oh, that's a nasty stun by Tomato again. Straight on top of snaking. The Daedalus monkey fucking smack. Yeah, no response by Amar when Seb was all chatting though. Did he have him muted? Or maybe he didn't bother, you know, it's a rough loss. The crowd curse, guys, the crowd curse.
I'm not sure if we've seen this kind of aggression at this tournament yet.
Even though Falcons home team, OG still getting cheered on.
How this team wants to play though, that's the crazy part. Like, where has it been all year? It's coming together at this tournament.
It's really coming together. Somehow OG are peaking right now. Very good time of the year to peak. Very good time of the year. Beating Falcons. Oh no, Malrini. Beating Falcons here is like very impressive. Considering now they even put themselves a step above Gaming and Spirit for now. All these 4 teams are tied up. 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. And now OG beating Spirit. They're rank 1 in the team, you know. It won't matter much if you're 1st or 4th. I don't think it matters much. But still, this is the respect, you know, the respect. We'll see though, we'll see if it works out. They're gonna keep going.
And then on top of that, you're throwing Mage Slayers into this hero. Not an item we've seen a lot this
past. Let's go to another stream, see what's happening. We have LGD Gaming, we have Spirit Aurora, Spirit are stomping 21,000 gold. This looks like this game is over. Who won? Heroic or Blacklist? I don't know. So I guess... Is this game still going?
I was just wondering if you wanted to hang out with me and smoke weed and fill our bellies with Diet Soda and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2.
Very enticing offer, Meloni Mooney. Thank you for the third 2 months.
Takes care of Ghost Shroud for you. So
that sounds like the 90s vibe right there.
Pops a Ghost Shroud once that Ag's time.
What's happening? Is a pause here or what?
It's not going to be.
They need a replacement chewing gum.
Twin will be a sitting duck without anything to kind of.
Why is the quality a little lower here? Yeah, it is.
We do get the
LGD, WOP 1K. Okay, this game kind of just. Ooh, Necrophos. Necrophos mid, huh? It's a pretty good Necro game, I would say.
Echoes. It's going to be forced to TP away, but we'll be just fine.
Quinn Dotto. I feel like it's an answer to the Sanking mid a bit as well, yeah. You can buy like pipes and stuff on Necro. You need to. But he will have one in his team. Okay, let's wait. We're waiting for the next Falcons OG game. I think we're gonna switch as soon as it starts. We don't want to miss the storyline on that one. But we'll watch this one meanwhile.
The PYW was there to defend. Echoes will return into the mid lane now to boot.
Ace.
A bit of danger bottom lane. Ace gonna go down another time though. Shiro and a beautiful shackle.
Gonna get both of this maybe.
Both of them down. Shiro at a drop.
How about?
In trouble to boot. Problem is mid lane. Echoes does kill off Quinn. So like you get these great kills down at bottom lane, but you've ended up losing your mid Necrophos now.
How's this a good Necro game? So much magic done and Troll can purge. Help me understand. Okay, the Troll Ags is annoying. I will admit that. But the amount of... You can itemize against all this magic damage pretty easily. The problem with Necro is when you are against things you can't itemize against. Like SD, AA, Doom. Like, you just can't do anything, right? But magic damage, you could just buy a pipe, and then all of a sudden Necro is like kind of good. Because you just tank for your team.
When he is trying to rush the Radiance, does shift gears to play top, maybe trying to gun for an early Reaper's sight.
LG looking better every series. Yeah, if they keep powering up after every win, they will win this tournament eventually.
You can start to consider that. You shouldn't really expect too much from Dorado.
But it's true. They're actually kind of the underdogs here coming up.
So it does feel like Tofu might be the key point in starting this next.
Quinn, how did he find himself down here? Excuse me.
Bottom lane, Quinn. He's
okay, I don't know. How?
He will go down.
How did Quinn end up there,
he
guys?
Just went through the twin gates.
Can someone investigate? What's going on here?
Maybe trying to set up for a kill down at the bottom lane, but
what the fuck just happened?
They were very ready.
I'm looking at the map and I'm like, no, that's like an enemy tower.
That's a pretty big pickoff. Like Quinn going down.
Lag? Yeah, probably lag.
Yeah. And this time around, dying in the vicinity.
The Bogdanovs made a call.
Shiro not going to feel that good. Again,
bottom tier 1.
Site usage as well. The connections from Gaiman. Not really panning out outside of that movement down bot, but connecting to the Necro at least hasn't really shown. Deracho?
Deracho now in danger. LGD really starting to apply a lot of pressure. Deracho still alive.